Shalom, shalom. What's going on? This Zephaniah, Yahayaka, Judah, YASHARAHLAH, aka Mordecai. Zephaniah, treasure, warrior, spirit for the Most High Yahweh. Yahayaka, spiritual assassin for the Most High God. Judah, the tribe of Judah. YASHARAHLAH, Israel, aka Mordecai, wise warrior for the Most High Mighty One, God of Israel. And today's class is 7 points of wisdom. 7 points of wisdom class I had coming or whatever. 7 points of wisdom, basically touching on 7 points: knowledge, wisdom, understanding, the spirit, meditation, hearing, and teaching. You know what I mean? Because I gotta teach the Most High knowledge, wisdom, and understanding so that you can hear it, meditate on it, then you can teach it. You know what I mean? Then you can teach the word. Well, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, the spirit, meditation, hearing, and teaching. So I gotta teach the Most High knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in the spirit, so you can hear it, then meditate on it, then you can teach it as well to the ones that it's meant for to receive the word. Because at first I did this part 1. I'm going to do 7 points of wisdom part 2. I already had did the class 7 points of wisdom, but I ain't added the science to it. You know what I mean? It was there. I could have manipulated it or whatever, but it wasn't exactly how I would want me breaking down the science of them 7 points I just spoke of. So part 2 going to be breaking down point by point, the understanding of point by point. I got that jump coming. And then after I do that part 2, I'm coming with my earth class, man. I've been talking about for weeks, man. It's time to come with that. You know what I mean? To chop Esau up, to show brothers these devils is dumb, man. And they some vicious lies, like the scriptures say. What it say? Soon as they come out born, soon as they be born speaking lies. Yeah. What's another one? They words smoother than oil. Got our people caught up in that. And something else. What else I've been saying I want to touch on in the spirit? Oh, just how our people just destroyed, man. Our people still destroyed off that Christian crap. You know what I mean? I just seen a video with the elder where this wicked Eve wanted to throw oil or something on. Had it like in an oil bar. And kept talking about, get behind me, Satan or devil, in the name of Jesus. Our people just keep thinking they can, in Jesus, and everything gonna be okay. They serve them. They looking hold out, tights on, all that. Our people just destroyed, man. Keep banging that, thinking, you know what I mean? Keep thinking that's the way. Keep thinking that's the way to go. Keep thinking and keep banging that, thinking that's the way to go, man. When they just looking just more destroyed, man. You got brothers getting sensitive. You know what I mean? It's just, they gonna keep taking up for massa, man. That's what they gonna keep doing. They gonna keep taking up for massa. And a sister brought up, my wife showed me something. A sister asked a question, but I ain't going to comment board and address her. You know what I mean? To give her the understanding she was looking for. She said, why we call the black woman Eve and we refer to ourselves as Jacob? Because that's what we got to do to these devils, man, and let them know. Because the white man can say, oh, I'm a Hebrew. Who else? Ishmael, the Arab, they can say, I'm a Hebrew. What are you talking about, nigga? I'm a Hebrew too. The West Indian, East Indians, they can say, oh, I'm a Hebrew. I come off of Elam. I'm a Hebrew. You know what I mean? The Japanese and the Chinese can't say that. They come off the seed of Lot, Abraham brother. You know what I mean? Or Lot was his nephew. You know what I mean? They can say that, but you know, we don't refer to ourselves as Adam because Adam represented the Adamites. You know what I mean? Jacob represented the Israelites. So that's the distinction, because everybody can say, well, we came from Adam too. We the sons of Adam. So it ain't no need speaking on Adam. She talking about something to the effect of to acknowledge what part Adam played or whatever. Nah, we call these basic chicken Joe, regular what I call chicken Joes, these world, meaning you just a worldly nigga, worldly black women, Eve, because Eve, that's what she was, a chicken Joe, wicked, had Jezebel, spurred, all that in one. Either we call a black woman Jezebels or we call them Eve. You know what I mean? Sisters that we see trying to be righteous, we call them daughters of Sir. That's what I call them, daughters of Sir, man. That's what we call them, or Proverb 31 woman, the righteous Jones. But the average one black woman out here is a Eve, man. And it's just easy just to say Eve. You know what I mean? And brothers, we mainly say that when we getting on the black woman, we call her Eve. You know what I mean? Because Eve was wicked. You know what I mean? But other than that, it's been the same old, man. You know, being a father, like I say, I probably don't never get 4 hours of uninterrupted rest. You know what I mean? With my newborn, she like 5, 6 months now. And my son, he 3, 4, and got energy like a damn, like he got a battery in his back. So I'm always tired, you know what I mean? You'll see me sometimes, I look out of it. I probably look drunk and some more stuff, you know what I mean? I be out of it, you know what I mean? I'm a little bit tired now, but I gotta push through, you know. I always like talking in the spur before I do my classes. I don't like just to dive in. Like to give people an insight of what's going on with me, who I am, and get a feel of who I am as well, too. Speaking the most high truth. You know what I mean? I'm not just going to jump up here and get to telling somebody this is what you need to do. I'll let you give you an insight into my life and who I am as well as a man on this earth. Because I'm a man on this earth, too. You know what I mean? I don't claim to be better than nobody, man. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to do that. It's hard to be humble and hold back. Man, if you challenge me now and get to running your mouth, yeah, I'm going to exalt my position over you. Especially if you a wicked nigga, man. You know what I mean? Or if you a brother in the truth. I'm just going to deal with you through the scriptures. You know what I mean? But if you a wicked nigga out there, I'm gonna give you everything I got. I'm gonna give you that fire that you looking for. You know what I mean? It's gonna be rough language. Just put it like that. It ain't gonna be no. Well, in the book of Ecclesiastes, or when do the wrong. No, I'm gonna give you that smoke that you looking for. Cause all in all, I know I probably done tried to be cordial with you, and it didn't work. So I gotta be, what I was created to be. You know what I mean? I keep saying the Negroes, man, we a nation of warriors, man. We not a nation of cowards and get-alongs like everybody be trying to want us to be, man. That's just not real, and that's just not who we is, man. What else brothers been talking about? The war with, the United States seeming like they about to go to war, it's about to be on and all that. Yeah, all that's about to be on. I don't care, man. I'm going to keep living and doing what I got to do with my family and all. I got small babies, just making sure I'm right in the spirit and doing what I need to do, man. Esau now, they kicked that war off. It's in the scriptures. You just know when it kick off, just make sure you right and know, because I don't see brothers talking about prepping or nothing. Having no resources stored, putting their money together. They think when shit kick off, it's just magically when they come in the house, it's gonna be a shipment of food in their house every day. Wine and stuff gonna magically appear. You know what I mean? You gonna get looked out for in certain kind of ways, but you wanna be prepared though. You don't wanna get caught out there, man. Shit kick off, the stores shut down, economy collapse. Cause the money, dollars ain't gonna be worth nothing. This money, this monopoly money, United States keep making our people think it's something ain't backed by gold, ain't backed by silver, it's backed by oil, man. It ain't gonna be worth nothing. Anything you own ain't gonna, you gotta have stuff that's worth something that people can use in a survival situation. It's about what you can use, man, to get by the day. That's how it's gonna be. So that's where my focus at. You know what I mean? I tried to post a joint on my phone. I don't know if it's because my memory or what, on YouTube called what is called getting back to our roots part, getting back to your Hebrew roots part 2, where I was showing I got mango trees growing there. Got the lemon jumps with the mango jumps. Even though them Jones ain't gonna be ready for a while, like some couple years, you know what I mean, before they get the banned fruit. But still, it just doing that now to keep you in the spirit. You know what I mean? And meditating on how to grow. Cause this stuff you can grow that can give you quick benefits. You know what I mean? Like potatoes, garlic. Oh yeah, I had some garlic. Test ran growing some garlic. A lot of stuff you can do. You can get the beehives and have the bees where they give you endless honey and you can eat the honeycombs. It's a lot of little ways you can prep. Get the solar generators. You know what I mean? The little box, so if it's an EMP attack, it won't knock your electronics out. You can keep your solar generator. It's a lot of stuff. Work on water restoration, water storage, stuff like that. I don't see none of these camps talk about that. I heard the elders put a challenge or say, man, like I be saying, it ain't all about precepts all the time. Wisdom come with the understanding of the total package of this truth, man. And that's part of it. Getting our people to think think on unity for us. We need to put our resources together to get a little piece of land to grow. We can build houses on that land. If you only can get the little Chinese houses, the little small houses, probably about the size of a nice sized bedroom to start off in until you build a jump. You know what I mean? They got the elder and them got 10 acres. You know how much land that is? I think he said 10 acres. You know how many houses you can put on 10 acres? My aunt, when we was younger, used to go down the country. My aunt had like a quarter of an acre. She had Japanese Akitas, chickens. My little cousin and them had furs, all type of stuff. So I grew up in that life, eating fresh eggs every morning. When we used to get our ass shipped down the country for being cutting up in the city. So I grew up on both sides of the fence. I grew up knowing how to grow, plant, control a garden. My father was into herbs and all that. So I grew up well-rounded with survival, knowing how to survive in the woods, knowing how to grow stuff. Just a lot of things I was gifted with learning growing up. I don't see hardly none of these brothers is worrying about, look like to me, how many wives they can get and just being in control of men and telling somebody what to do and on out there pointing their finger at people telling them they wicked. When it's a bigger picture than that, that's part of it though. But it's more to this truth than just that, man. It's more to it than just that. You know what I mean? And like I say, I see that one camp, even though they down south and there's more land down there. But even up here, these camps, I see camps, they taking trips to Israel and Jerusalem and going over there every year to keep the holy days. But where the rest of your followers can't follow you over there? They came in a spurt. it's good that we see, you know, somebody going over there, but it ain't nothing but Edomites over there. Edomites, wicked rat-faced devils dying from skin cancer over there. That shit blows me. I don't want to go over there and gotta be around all these devils, man. You're not gonna enjoy it in the spirit. Cause it's still as if, okay, nigga, all right, we know y'all the real Israelites. I ain't what? So what? They still running that lane over there. And it's like being around some parasites, man. You know what I mean? Even though I love to see the brothers over there, but it's a lot of stuff we can be pooling out money together and doing. You know what I mean? Getting little pieces of land and just getting back to our roots on how the Most High want us to be. Yeah, he want us to keep the holy days, but come on, man, it's not realistic that everybody gonna make it over to the motherland every year, 3 times a year or whatever, to keep these holy days, man. We in captivity. We still serving out our punishment. So ain't no freedom. It ain't no, oh, we ain't in slavery because we going over there. We ain't in slavery no more. Man, we still slaves on this earth, man. Until this rulership is brought down. The best thing I've seen in this truth is the elders getting that land and showing his people and sticking to his word and showing his people the totality, the end game for this truth. That's basically the end game until Yahweh and them come. Is to get our people self-sufficient. At least teaching them about being self-sufficient. You know what I mean? Regardless if I agree with every word that come out the elder mouth, I still think they showing the end game for this truth for us. You learn the truth, the precepts. You get your school going. You know, pull as many people as you can in, and then you teach them our customs. Wearing fringes is just one of them. But we had green thumbs, man, back in our homeland. Cultivating the land, farm animals, all that. We did all that. So coming back and being a total Israelite, that's being a total Israelite. Whether if you can keep every single commandment on that is showing our people and reteaching them about growing, because it's in our spirit to do that. Growing crops, you know what I mean? How to share, how to live as a self-contained unit in a community. Why you teaching the truth? So people saying you teaching in the streets, this, that, and the third, but they also saying because I seen them say to brothers, oh, what y'all doing for the community? Or what y'all doing? Man, that's the best thing I done seen, man. These politicians ain't doing that. Ain't no hustlers. Ain't nobody doing that right there. What they doing? Getting that land and cultivating that land and building on it, preparing it to be lived on. Where if shit go down, the whole congregation can live on that land and live off that land, man. Until the chariots pick everybody that's supposed to be picked up. Yeah, that's it right there. That's how we was in Black Wall Street, man. And before the rule of these devils, man. Yeah, devils. Brother said devil mean deceiver. Yeah, but I always recognize devil as divine evil, man. If God is a divine righteous spirit, the Most High, then being a devil is a divine evil spirit, right? Divine evil. A deceiver is just one of his attributes. Because a lot of stuff the so-called white man do, he ain't deceiving you. He doing it in your face and showing you how he feel. That ain't deceiving you if it ain't no trickery attached to it. So, yeah, he the whole package of evil. So I give him that divine evil jump. But yeah, come on, man. Ain't nobody doing it. That's the end game for this truth. To keep our people feeling safe and showing them the right way as a self-contained unit, man. That's it. Getting some land and get that's them our roots right there. That's what we was doing. Cultivate, because the earth is a living organism that we was made to take care of. So what's taking care of the earth? Cultivating the land. The spirit of the earth recognize our spirit. So it's gonna grow for us. It's gonna be nice to us. You know what I mean? As long as we keeping the commandments, we always gonna have rain and all that. We ain't gonna go through no droughts and all that stuff, man. You know what I mean? We doing what we supposed to do, you know. But that was, nothing talking in the spirit coming from SITHLORDTIGER School of Truth, service in the house of the Lord together in God's eternal righteousness. SITHLORDTIGER. And books we getting into, King James Bible, King James Apocrypha. And you know how I say, all superheroes need theme music. Theme music keep the spirit pepped up. You know what I mean? It ain't no dry spots in my class. If I gotta read back over something or meditating on something, it ain't no dead spots or whatever. I might gotta think, meditate on a precept that I knew or probably forgot a piece of it or something I wanted to say, my thoughts or whatever. So let's get it in. 7 points of wisdom. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, the spirit, meditation, hearing, and teaching. Part 1.
Excuse me, sir. Only pay for what you need.
5-0. The oppressor. Tiger style, man. And if you want to know what this tiger represent, this tiger represent the Most High truth. That's how this truth coming, like a tiger. You know what I mean? It got a meaning behind it, but the tiger itself represents the fierceness of this truth. You know what I mean? That's what this tiger represents. Because that's how I'm coming, like a tiger, man. Let's go to Sirach. The book of Sirach, which is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 1. Chapter 1 through 10. All wisdom cometh from the Lord, and is with him forever. Verse 2. All wisdom coming from the Lord and is with him forever. Come on, man. I tell you in another scripture that the earth and stuff got a better chance than to go away, but its law gonna stand. You know what I mean? His wisdom, his knowledge and understanding gonna be here forever, man. It say, verse 2, who can number the sand of the sea and the drops of rain and the days of eternity? Who can do that? So-called white man can't number the sands of the sea, man. Each little sand grain of all the beaches and sand on earth. He can't do that. And the days of eternity. He can't even comprehend a infinite being that our people keep playing with, that they call God. These devils, man, can't comprehend that stuff, man. But they'll make our people believe and feed into like they can, like they God. Who can find out the height of heaven and the breadth of the earth and the deep and wisdom? Come on, man. Most I let you know right here. You mark this. He telling you right there the height of heaven, how far would they call space out there? Can they tell you how far they go? No. Can they tell you how deep the ocean really is? No. No, they cannot. Verse 4. Wisdom have been created before all things, and the understanding of prudence from everlasting. Come on, man. Most I tell you, man, before you, everything you see, the sun, moon, and the stars, the water, the earth, that he was existing with this understanding, man, of all things. Before the so-called white man, that you people, our people caught up thinking, got you believing the Most High God, don't believe, don't live no more. Come on, man. Got our people caught up. Got our people caught up believing stupid stuff, man. It say, verse 5, the word of God most high is the fountain of wisdom, and her ways are everlasting commandments, man. Say is the fountain of wisdom. What fountains do? Shoot out water. Most high just shoot out wisdom and understanding, man. It say, and it say everlasting commandments. So the commandments is everlasting, man. Don't listen to Pastor Porkchop talking about we ain't gotta keep the commandments. Verse 6. To whom have the root of wisdom been revealed, or who have known her wise counsels? Who got the understanding of the root of wisdom? Meaning, unto whom have the root of wisdom been revealed? The elect, man. Everybody, even though everybody ain't on the same understanding level in the spirit, on a basic level, the Most High prophets got the understanding of the root of wisdom, man. You know what I mean? The understanding of what makes something become something. You know, you can understand on the surface, okay, if you do this, this gonna happen. But then it's always a spiritual meaning behind a lot of things that you can go, that's going under the surface to it. Because do you see the root? When you see a plant, you just see the plant. Beautiful flowers and all that. That's the Most High wisdom. You see the beauty of it and all that. But what's at the root? Verse 6. Verse 7. Unto whom have the knowledge of wisdom been made manifest, and who have understood her great experience? So it's another precept saying, unto whom have the knowledge of wisdom been made manifest, and who have understand her great experience. It's a great experience, man, having the knowledge of wisdom, man. You know what I mean? The understanding in these scriptures. And a total overall understanding of this, how we supposed to be on this earth. And of a lot of things. Just like you can look at the animal kingdom and get pointers on how you supposed to live. That's wisdom. You know what I mean? Like they say, for instance, women confounded about why most I say men can have multiple wives. Okay, if you just look at the animal kingdom, now just the knowledge of it. Animals be having herms. A herm is multiple females. And they'll fight and kill over that herm, man. You know what I mean? That's the knowledge of wisdom. It's wisdom to see, man, animals got multiple wives and all that. And the knowledge of it is to understand how they operate like that. What do they do? They fight over them, or do the women just, yeah, they got that whole herm to themselves. So I can look at that and see, that's how you know the Most High made multiple women for men. Because he do it to the animals. Give them multiple females as a possession to breed with. The same thing, man. Everything on this earth is a living organism, man. Everything connected spiritually, and everything serves its purpose, man. You take an animal out of an ecosystem, that ecosystem start to fall. Or like, say you kill all the wolves off, or the bears started, then all them other animals like elks and deers and other animals, they gonna start eating all the grass and stuff up. And the grass hold the dirt, keep the dirt with nutrients and stuff like that. Before you know it, you seeing all these patches of dirt, these dry spots of dirt that can't grow nothing on that because it's destroyed dirt. They done ate all the grass and they basically killed the dirt when they do that. You know what I mean? So everything got its purpose on this earth, man. You know. Let's go to verse 8. There is one wise and greatly to be feared, the Lord sitting upon his throne. Our people don't have that fear of the Most High no more, man. But the scriptures tell you over and over, man. And people don't even think, or they say, oh, that's just karma. Or that. No, that's the Most High judgment on you. When you do something and it come back, you do something evil and it come back on you. You steal, you do something and something come up missing. That's just like judgment coming back on you. It say there is one, oh, verse 9. He created her and saw her and numbered her and pulled her out upon all his works. She is with all flesh according to his gift, and he have given her to him that love him. So, man or woman that love the Most High, man, they gonna have a certain amount of understanding. What it say? She is with all flesh according to his gift. Meaning, it's a gift to how much understanding you got, like I be saying. Wisdom don't matter how long you've been in the truth. It's about how much understanding you was born with. I ain't been in the truth technically that long. But from my classes or brother talking, you'll think I've been in the truth 10 years, 5-10 years. You know what I mean? Because I can take a precept and go 3 levels up with that precept. Because I understand and see stuff different. You know what I mean? The most I open my brain up to other things, man, to a higher understanding. That's a gift. And he have given her to them that love him. I always loved God, who they call God, the Most High. Since I was little, I used to look up at the stars and just know he was out there somewhere. Used to talk to him constantly when I was little. Meditate on God, everything. Been searching for him since I was little. Diving into all these different religions, all these different understandings. That's why I dissect all that stuff, man. Because I ain't green about none of them understandings, man. Ain't got a pot of piss in, man, coming up against me, man. I'ma shred you, man, like a paper shredder. That's how I'm coming. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 4. The book of Proverbs chapter 4, verse 5. It say, get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. It tell you, man, get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. Telling you, man, don't, when you hear wisdom and understanding coming and your spirit let you know that's what it is, don't decline from it. You know what I mean? Don't backslide from it. Don't reject it. You know what I mean? Let's go to Sirach 19. It say wisdom, get understanding, forget it not. Let's see what we shouldn't forget. The book of Sirach, chapter 19, verse 19. It say, the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life, and they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. This is the doctrine of life right here, man. These scriptures. Not no any old Bible. The books that's ordained by the Most High. That his servants, we can tell which books is ordained by the Most High. You know what I mean? We just know. This is the doctrine of life. And what this scripture say, get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life. That's what you're supposed to be getting. This doctrine of life. And forget it not. And don't decline from the words that's coming from one of the prophets or servants' mouths, man. Because they ain't doing nothing but telling you the truth, trying to help you out. If it's meant for you. We don't know who it's meant for. It's going to reveal who it's meant for when they come in. So that's why you got to keep battling and pushing this word and this truth. And don't care about people's feelings. Worrying about brothers' voices loud, standing outside and all that. Because one of the elect could be a brother walking past you with a suit and tie on. You don't know. And you sat there and let him go past you. You know what I mean? If it's meant for him to wake up, he going to eventually wake up. But you let him you could have had him woke right then and there. You let him go past you. You know what I mean? Because you ain't want to address him. Oh, he looking too sharp and clean. He ain't going to stop. Let's go to Sirach 19 and 22. It say the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners proves. It say neither at any time. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. How people think the knowledge of wickedness is wisdom? How much money you got? How much shit you can talk? How much of this regurgitated lies you know? We ain't doing nothing but recycling lies. We living in a kingdom of lies, man. That's all our people do. Hear stuff, grab onto it, and sit down and tell you something like they done research something like they really know something. Just so they can sound smart. You hear it all the time. Let's go to yeah, all that shit ain't wisdom, man. Eve, One with tights looking like a whore, that ain't wisdom. Wearing blonde wigs and blonde hair, that ain't wisdom. You know what I mean? Treating your brothers like shit, that ain't wisdom. Being this fake thug, you want to bully and gorilla your way through other brothers. You want to whore your sister out, that ain't wisdom. Your bank account, that ain't wisdom. How many cars you got, that ain't wisdom. How much you know about these corrupt politicians, that ain't wisdom. How much Christianity you know, that ain't wisdom. How many times you talking about Assalamu alaikum, that ain't wisdom. And being pressed the being servitude for these holidays, that's not wisdom. Man, the Most High said the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, man. Anything that the Most High consider wickedness is not wisdom. Our people need to get that through their mind, man. Need to get that through their mind and stop thinking that it is, but it's not. And stop fighting the Most High word, because you gonna get judged. It can come at any time too. It ain't gotta be when everything kicking off. Your ass can be judged at any time for anything you did, especially after you hear this word. After you hear this word and you reject it, you can be judged at any time after that. One of your kids might get snatched from you, anything. Yeah. Most I ain't playing, man. Let's go to Revelations 1 and 3. The book of Revelations, chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. It's telling you, man, blessed is he that readeth, man, that receive the understanding of this truth and stay in his books and meditate and read the scriptures to become the wisest person you can become. Because becoming wise in this truth is all about you'll know how to please the Most High. Forget what man talking about and all this garbage they got going on. Don't get caught up in that. Even if you're using certain things for entertainment, you can't lean too far into that stuff, man, because it's gonna pull your spirit out of the truth. Let's go to the book of Proverbs. Book of Proverbs, chapter 8, verse 11. It say, for wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it. Come on, man. It's telling you right there, the understanding of the Most High, man, and being wise is worth more than, even in the world, that's how I feel. Having knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is worth more than money, man. Dumb is forever. What they say, looks fade and dumb is forever. Yeah. If you worldly and you going by looks and going by just thinking you gonna get by on looks, so you ain't spend your time getting no type of understanding and wisdom and all that, that's gonna be forever. Because when you older, you gonna be, that's who you gonna be. You gonna be, that's who you gonna be. You gonna be dumb. You gonna what I heard an old timer say one time. Young fools used to be old fools used to be young fools. So like I just said, looks fade and dumb is forever. My mother used to always say that. Yeah. Bracket these women going by their looks. Yeah. Looks fade and dumb is forever. Let's go to Proverbs 8 and 12. I, wisdom, dwell with prudence and find out knowledge of witty inventions. I, wisdom, dwell with prudence and find out knowledge of witty inventions. You know what I mean? The wisdom, it dwell with prudence, man. Basically with the righteous, and find out knowledge of witty inventions, man. Because when you wise, your know-how is the knowledge. Knowledge is the know. So you got a deeper understanding of knowing how to do things, man. You know how to talk better to people. So you mean you're a better speaker. You know what I mean? Teaching is an art. You know what I mean? And it's just your overall understanding, man. Your know-how. You know what I mean? You're going to invent wit. You're going to come up with witty invention. Is basically in reverse, inventing wit. You're going to come up with terms, the way you speak, the way you word stuff. You're going to invent wise ways to do things, basically, is what it's saying. Let's go to verse 16. It say, I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. So you ain't going to become wise if you ain't looking for wisdom, man, to gain wisdom. I had to study for damn near a whole year and some change straight, 10 hours a day for like 15, 16 months, man, just to feel comfortable with teaching for real. I was dabbing, going outside, teaching everywhere I go, battling. I was doing all that along the way, but to get that comfortable where I was comfortable with if I wanted to do classes. And I was putting classes together the whole time. So that's what I'm doing now. A lot of these Jones now, these classes I'm doing now is the classes I'm doing now. Most of them, except these new string of classes I got coming after part 2 to this. I'm coming with some deep jumps after that. These all new classes. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon. The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 17. For he have given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely to know how. What I just say? The world was made and the operation of the elements. The beginning, ending, and the midst of times, the altercations of the turning of the sun and the change of seasons. Because we used to have an understanding on weather patterns and all that. We need Fox 5, weather station, and all these weather chasers and what they call storm chasers and the machines they got. We ain't need all that stuff. I don't really need it now. I can come outside and look at the sky and know what it's going to do. You know what I mean? They ain't need a witchcraft. Let's go back to I, wisdom, dwell with prudence and find out knowledge of witty inventions. For he have given me certain knowledge of things that are, namely to know how. What I say, I, wisdom, dwell with prudence, and find out knowledge of witty inventions. Verse 17, Wisdom of Solomon 7:17. For he have given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely to know how. So wisdom dwelling with prudence. A prudent man gonna be a man that the Most High dealing with, showing, revealing stuff too. And he gonna have the knowledge to find out witty inventions, man. Namely to things that are, namely to know how the world was made and the operation of the elements. So I understand how the Most High created the world, man. I understand he ain't make no globe flying around the sun 67,000 miles per hour. For he have given me certain knowledge of things that are, namely to know how the world was made. Nah, Esau Copernicus told me the earth a globe flying around the sun 67,000 mile. That's the understanding I got. For he have given me certain knowledge of things that are, namely to know how the world was made and the operation of the elements. So we understand how the world was made, the shape of all that. You know what I mean? I do. The operation of the elements, man. Nah, Esau, he control. Well, when you see these type of weather patterns and all that, oh, it's a so-called white man doing. For he have given me certain knowledge of things that are, namely to know how the world was made. Oh, the white man said the earth was globe, but the Most High said the earth is flat land with a dome, and it don't move. And the operation of the elements. The weather is elements, man. The water, the wind, the earth, all that's elements, man. The beginning, ending, and the midst of times. I understand it's the end of the so-called white man time, man. The beginning, the ending, and the midst of times. I understand the Most High was in the beginning, man. And man came in the midst of everything later on. Of times. I understand in the beginning we was ruling. We got brought down because we wanted to be wicked. In the midst of times, I understand we going through slavery right now. The ending. This kingdom, I understand this kingdom going to be brought down. And we're going to be set back up. The altercations of the turning of the sun. I understand that the sun revolves around the earth. And the change of seasons. I understand why all the seasons and stuff out of whack right now. Because the Most High about to cast judgment on the earth. The circuits of years and the positions of the stars. Understand that the stars is not the sun. The stars is light sources. They're not big globes that's baby suns or different kind of suns. The natures of living creatures and the furies of wild beasts. I understand why these animals attacking the so-called white man. Because they want to oppress everything. Even the insects, man, oppress. Animals starting to rebel too. And the furies of wild beasts. The violence of winds and the reasoning of men. Understand the violence of winds. The violence of tornadoes, cyclones, hurricanes. Understand them judgments of the Most High, man. And he controlled the weather. And the reasonings of men. Understand why men can get violent. That balance of winds is going into men too. Understand what make men violent. The reasoning why men quick to resort to anger. You know what I mean? The reason why men think the way we think on different levels. Understand all these things. You know what I mean? The diversity of plants and the virtues of roots. Understand that the diversity of plants on a worldly level, why the Most High made a large variety of different plants. Because you get medicine from plants. A lot of things you get from plants, man. A lot of plants, something to look at, whatever. They serving a purpose. You know what I mean? And the virtues of roots, man. Understand the virtue of a root of a thing. Understand the root of the Negroes, the Israelites. That we is righteous down at the core. Now understand the virtue of the root of the so-called white man. That they wicked at the core. And back to that diversity of plants. Understand why the Most High made a diversity of made a diversity of different kind of men. You know what I mean? That's why he made a diversity of things, man. You know what I mean? So it can be a balance and things can be different. You know what I mean? That's why he did that. And all such things as are either secret or manifest, them I know. The Most High is secret. You can't see him or the angels, but they're around. And I know they're around. You know what I mean? Whether he manifesting something to me that I can see, oh, that was the hand of the Most High right there. Or if it's something that was secret that I didn't see, I still understand the Most High had his hand in that. You know what I mean? Let's go to Sirach 38. Book of Sirach 38. 24 and 25. The wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure, and he that have little business shall become wise. So that's going into when you got free time and all that, spend that time wisely studying the truth, man. Meditating in the truth, reading scriptures, learning precepts, learning other levels to precepts. It's a, how can he get wisdom that holdeth the plow, and that gloreth in the gold, that driveth oxen, and is occupied in their labors, and whose talk is of a bullock? So that's going into work. If you constantly working and you worrying about the work on your job and all that, you ain't gonna get this wisdom of the Most High. It just might not be in your lot to do. You're not going to be able to obtain this wisdom because you're always worrying about your job and all that. You're not meditating in the wisdom of the Most High. So that's why I say, who it say, how can he get wisdom that holdeth the plow, and that glorieth in the gold, that driveth oxen, and is occupied in their labors, whose talk is of bullocks? Yeah, you always talking and bragging about your job and boasting your little raise, and you just proud about your job, not even knowing you in slavery still. We ain't here serving out a prison sentence. You're not gonna never get the real knowledge of the Most High, man. Let's go to Psalms 37 and 16. The book of Psalms 37 verse 16. It say, a little that a righteous man have is better than the riches of many wicked. So you might consider yourself poor and all that, and you only got a little bit of things or whatever. But the Most High said that the little that a righteous man have is better than the riches of many wicked. So that man that you see, you think got more than you, that's bragging about he got this, he got that. He might got a little car because he has some good credit, got the Benz or the Porsche or whatever, little bank account. He always bragging about what trip he just took, him and his woman and this and that. It ain't nothing, man. The Most High favor a man more that's righteous, learning his truth, that's poor, than a man that's a millionaire, a billionaire, got the big job, got all these things, but turn his back on the Most High. Don't even give the Most High's props. Don't keep the Sabbath. Don't even be trying to keep no holy days or congregating with other Israelites that's in the truth. He all about himself. Most High look at them like doo-doo, man, like garbage. That's how I used to look at men in the world. They used to be like that. I call them materialistic men, man, or women. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 5. Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5, verse 12. No, 5 verse 1 and 2. It say, keep thy foot when thou goest into the house of God, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. Come on, man. When you come in, see, our people got a tendency of, they just want to run their mouth. When they hear a brother spit wisdom, or one of the prophets trying to teach this wisdom of the Most High, our people just want to talk and talk to you like they really know something. When you trying to teach them something, that pride, one of the 7 deadly sins. That's why they can't learn nothing, because they want to know more than you instead of being humble and recognizing you're not going to know more than everybody. You're going to come against somebody that know more than you. And how you going to understand what he understand if you sit back and listen and let him and teach you something, you know. But a lot of our people caught up in, they still throwing up civil rights, Martin Luther King and all this garbage and all that, Black Panther Party, and still living off that, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, all this slave stuff. They still holding on to that, man, like that's really something. And to talk to the prophets now like we don't know nothing. When we know and understand, all the people were sellouts, man. Doing a job for the so-called white man, the Freemasons. Stories that's pumped up like they really were like Harriet Tubman and all that. Man, she was working for the Freemasons, man. The brother did a breakdown on Harriet Tubman, man. Basically, Harriet Tubman was a transgender, man. Back then. You know what I mean? They hear that bull, they'll be trying to go in my throat. I don't care. I went back and studied it and looked at all these pictures of Harriet Tubman. That's a man, with a dress. Just like Susan B. Anthony was a man, was a transgender. This kingdom is set up on transgenderism, man. Look at the Statue of Liberty. They just had a Joan on Fox 5 with two transgenders, man, promoting transgenderism and talking about they about to have a transgender march. And they talking about teaching 3-year-olds about transgenderism. How they know if they the other sex or not, and how to go about changing their sex and all that bullshit. Man, I like to cut their head off, man. That's how evil this kingdom is, man. But when you try to tell our people, man, how evil this kingdom is, people don't want to hear. They don't want to hear the truth. They thinking, oh, that's over there. You can be what you want to be. That's why this kingdom the way it is, man. Because everybody got this attitude that we can run around doing what we want until it affect one of your kids. Then what? I got 2 babies. I ain't going for that shit. Know what I mean? I was about to call up to the news station, man, and bomb their ass out. I still might do. It was early in the morning. I just woke up when my wife told me to hurry up, come in, come look at this. And I did a little small video I showed in one of my classes. That's the stuff that they pushing on our babies, man. Because the scriptures tell you, the so-called white man, he want to be the woman. But they got a war against real women. They don't like real women in Hollywood. It's all about transgenderism, man. Rocking them supermodels and all that. You think real women? Them ain't real women. I watched a transgender beauty pageant, man. You barely can tell. When you look at them, they look like them supermodels they be showing you on TV. Telling you, man, this place is an evil kingdom, man. The Statue of Liberty is a man, man. I got the video showing where that stuff came from. It came from these Coptic priests back in biblical times. They was cutting their penis off, putting on dresses, and putting that thing that the Statue of Liberty got, looked like sun rays or whatever on his head. They was wearing that headdress and fake doing ceremonies and rituals and all that. Yeah, that's where that Statue of Liberty came from. So that's the so-called white man showing you what his kingdom about. Because what's his 2 main symbols? The Statue of Liberty and a bald eagle. That's how we know who they is in the scriptures. Because the eagle is a symbol. Since biblical times, they had the eagle as their symbol, man. Yeah, these devils can't hide no more, man. Like I said, the Most High waking up men, man, that's engineers, technicians, and assassins of this earth, man. We researching and pulling up all the truth, all the information, ain't leaving no stones unturned. We digging up everything it is to dig up. Because this devil, his ass on the hot seat, man. We woke up to cast the judgment out on this earth to tell the people what the Most High about to do. Like in Noah's time, Noah was telling the people, man, the Most High pissed off. When I went back and I read the account of the book of Jasher, the book of Jasher is the whole account of the flood. See, in the Bible will give you a little bit in peace, but it's other books that they tried to hide. When you go in the book of Jasher, it tell you the real reason why the Most High flooded the earth. And guess what? The same reason why he flooded the earth is what they doing now. So I don't know how everybody think this earth gonna keep going the way it's going. You know what they was doing? They was playing with the DNA because it said the mixing of animals. That ain't just talking about animals. That's talking about human beings too. Playing with his genetics. Because that's disrespectful. The Most High created everything the way he created it. You get to playing with that and trying to make that some main. It ain't like they just doing some little project in the house. They trying to push that on the whole earth. That, the sodomy stuff, the playing with the DNA, the genetics of his creations, and the homosexual stuff. That's why he flooded the earth. But our people retarded, man. Don't be trying to hear. Don't understand what's going on. And it tell you in the scriptures, the same way like in the time of Noah, so shall the Son of Man. Who the Son of Man? They call Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahawashi Hamashiach. It's telling you the same way they was playing around in Noah's time, thinking it was all good and being wicked. It's going to be the same time like now. When Yahawashi come and reveal itself to the earth. The same thing, man. It's going to be the same thing going to go on. Because it's telling you the same thing going to go on. And it tell you in the book of Jasher, the reason why the Most High flooded it. For the stuff they doing now, that's why he flooded the earth the first time. He just said he not going to flood the earth this time. It's going to be by fire. What fire is that? Our people thinking it's going to be this magic fire going to come down out the no. Nuclear missiles, man. That's why he gave them the power, the technology, the understanding to create them missiles. Because he going to make them destroy themselves. When he pick us up in the chariots, this continent, North America, is never going to be inhabited again. Because the scriptures tell you that this North American continent is not going to be inhabited no more. Because it's so defiled with blood and wickedness. So much blood been defiled on his land. The scriptures tell you the only way the cleansed blood is with blood by the person who shedded the blood. So with that saying, the people that been doing all the killing, the rape, robbing, and murdering, throwing out babies to alligators, they took the sister Murray Turner, cut the baby out her stomach, and stomped it out. And then put a liquor bottle to mark the spot. That's where that bullshit come from, putting liquor bottles everywhere when somebody died. That came from that. Our people don't know what's going on out here, man. They don't read. That's why they put the liquor bottles down, because that white devil, they hung our sister up by her tongue or something on a fish hook, and then cut her baby out her stomach, and then stomped the baby out, man. And then put a liquor bottle right there to mark the spot. You think them devils ain't got to pay for that? Man, they got to pay for that. And they go and pay for it. Our people weak, man. They thinking it ain't no judgment going to be cast out for everything they've been doing. But it is. And that's why the Most High woke us up. Because we understand these scriptures like don't nobody understand it. I can't help it if I'm one of the ones that he woke up to understand this truth. That's why he drugged me through so much bullshit so I understand everything. When I get this truth, the first Bible that I had in this truth was the Bible I had in jail that I wish I could understand. I couldn't understand it. I only knew certain little things, and I was talking to the Most High, asking him, let me understand the book. And what happened years later, the first Bible I had was the Bible I had, that same Bible. It was in my basement. I knew where it was at. I knew where a quick Bible to go. I knew it was there because I seen it looking for something one day, and I remembered it was there. That you can't make that up. The first Bible that I had was the Bible that I prayed that he let me understand. So he gave me his knowledge with that same book years later. You can't make none of this stuff up, man. It's a spiritual thing. If you can't see it, it's just because you don't got eyes to see. You don't got ears to hear, and you don't got eyes to see. Let's go to verse 2. Be not rash with thy mouth, and let thine heart be hasty to utter anything before God. For God is in heaven, and thou upon earth. Therefore let thy words be few. Our people quit the talk hasty, the talk rash. You know what I mean? The always talking about they got the understanding of the Most High God when they don't. Talking to his prophets any kind of way. Telling us we can't judge. We can't tell them that wearing tights is whoredom. Telling them they eat pork and catfish and all that is wicked. That's why I say that. Be not rash with thy mouth, and let thy heart be hasty to utter anything before God. When you talking to the Most High servants like that, you're talking to the Most High. You ain't talking to us. We just men carrying out what the Most High want us to do. You talking against him, because he gonna be the one casting the judgments out. We just here to let y'all know what judgment's being casted out and what you got to do if it's meant for you. But hey, our people want to keep playing with this infinite being that they call God all they want. If you're not seeing what's going on in the earth, to recognize, hey, something going on. Your ass is grass, man. If you thinking that the white man just going to be wicked and run this earth another 500 years the way he running it, and nobody can't do nothing to him, and we going to be at the bottom in every city 500 years from now, man, you sadly mistaken, man. You on some drugs or something. Because the God that created these heavens and earth is pissed off at this earth, man. Everything he intended it to be is not the way he intended it. So what he got to do? He got to hit the reset button. When you playing a video game and you keep effing up, what you do? You hit the reset button, don't you? Any project you got, you working on, when you F that up, don't you start over? You got a fish tank with fish and all these creatures, and you F that up. Don't you reset the tank back up? That's the same thing the Most High about to do to this earth. This earth ain't nothing but a big aquarium, man. Air, land, water, and light. That's all this earth is. It's a habitat. Our people think, this some type of they've been fed lies to the point where they think, you know what I mean, that these devils can get off the planet and escape this habitat and get off this habitat. You can't escape this habitat, man. You can't. Let your words be few, man. Come up and ask some questions. Be humble. Open your spirit up. Make your spirit receptive to get some understanding. Even if you don't believe everything the brother's talking about, go home and research it. Don't be up there just running your mouth like you know something. Think brothers out there for their health, just out there because they want to sound smart. They want to be this like past the pork chop preaching. Nah, we commanded to do this. And it's just in you to do it. You're going to relish doing it. But it's hard work. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 7 and 9. It say, be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger resteth in the bosom of fools. With that last scripture I read, it say, be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before God. 7 verse 9. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry. Telling you, don't let your spirit make you be eager to be to run your mouth, man. Cause you're gonna be looking stupid. Most of our problem, like I say, we technicians of these scriptures, man. You're gonna get chopped up and be looking in your feelings after that point. Let's go to Proverbs 28 and 26. Proverbs chapter 28, verse 26. He that trusteth in his own heart is a fool, but whosoever walketh wisely, he shall be delivered. Nah. I feel like, man, I can just come to church and wear what I want to wear. I ain't got to wear no fringes. And they going to have a pork dinner tonight and catfish. I'm going to sit down and eat and pray over it. And God, he going to bless me. He that trusteth in his own heart, talking about your mind, is a fool. But whoso walketh wisely, he shall be delivered. It's telling you right then and there, man. Don't trust on your own understanding, man. Trusting in your own mind and not trusting with the truth that the Most High really bringing out. You's a fool, man. Oh, I could be a flaming faggot. Go in there and get dipped in some water, come up still a flaming faggot, and I'm going to make it in the kingdom. He that trusteth in his own heart is a fool, man. You's a fool, man. Thinking that the Most High truth is Christianity, man. Thinking that you could twist this truth and make it blend with this or that. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Let's go to Titus 1 and 3. The book of Titus, chapter 1, verse 3. It say, but have in due times manifested his word through preaching, with which is committed unto me according to the commandment of God our Savior. So that's how we learning. That's how we learning this word, man. Through preaching or teaching or whatever you want to call it. It say, but have in due times manifested his word through preaching, which is committed unto me according to the commandment of God our Savior. So that's how we learn. That's how I learned the word. You got to hear somebody tell you something and break it down to give you a basic understanding. Then if you got more wisdom to go high on a higher level, so be it. But you got to get the basic understanding from somewhere. You know what I mean? It say, let's go back to verse 1. It say, Paul, a servant of God and an apostle of Jesus Christ, according to the faith of God's elect. Who is the elect? The men you're going to be learning from out there. And the acknowledging of the truth, which is after godliness, man. So you're going to get the truth from the elect. That's after godliness. What's godliness? Learning the truth of these scriptures. Now what Pastor Porkchop talking about, now what your big mama with the white Christ on the wall talking about, not the Jehovah Witness that knock on your door every Saturday, what they talking about, not what your imam teaching Islam on Friday, what he talking about, not these wicked devils at the Mormon church, not what they talking about. Man, that's what the elect talking about, man. Ain't none of that stuff, man. The truth, man. It's only one right and one left. One truth and one lie. The elect got the truth of the Most High over here. Everybody else got the lies of this world over there. So you got to pick which side you want to be on. You know what I mean? Let's go to Acts. The book of Acts, chapter 5. Verse 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than man. Come on, man. We're going to obey the Most High word rather than man. Go back to Titus, man, 1 and 3. It say, but have in due times manifested his word through preaching, which is committed unto me according to the commandment of God our Savior. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than man. Come on, man. I'm going to obey the Most High commandments than the fake philosophies of man out here, man. Because man going to lead you in a circle. Going to lead you to a quick graveyard trip. You know what I mean? You're going to go to your grave not fully understanding what God intended you to do. You know what I mean? Or your role on the earth. What's your real role on the earth? You might understand a purpose to a certain degree that you plan. But until you get this truth, you don't understand what your role really is. Might be a wicked role, might be a righteous role, but you ain't going to get the understanding of what your role is till you understand the truth. Because you got a lot of people, they going to understand the truth and all that and still be wicked. You know what I mean? They going to understand what their role is. It was just to get the truth, the understanding, and just still be wicked. They just know the scriptures. Let's go to Proverbs 25 and 19. The book of Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 19. Confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. Come on, man. When you ain't faithful to the Most High, you basically say like a broken tooth, man. You're not going to have the backing of the Most High. You're not going to be fierce in your spirit with understanding. Your confidence, man, ain't going to be where you think it is. It says like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. When you stand on a foot that's out of joint, what's going to happen? Your leg going to just collapse. So the confidence in an unfaithful man, a man that ain't faithful to the Most High, he all swole up and confident in this world and all that. He gonna be like a broken tooth or a foot out of joint. He not gonna be effective, man. He not. To the Most High, he ain't effective. Let's go to Proverbs 23 and 9. It say, Speak not in the ears of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of thy words. That's who the fool is. The confidence in an unfaithful man. That confidence he got is foolish, man. Most I say like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. Cause he got the confidence, a confidence in an unfaithful man. What's that? He wicked. He got that wicked confidence that ain't nothing gonna happen to him and all that. Most I tell you, don't even talk to men like that. That's pumped up in wickedness. Because he gonna despise the wisdom of thy words. He gonna hate what you saying. Like the other day, I ran into a brother, Jimmy, that lived around here where the classroom at. I see another brother I know from around here in the liquor store. He was like, "What's up, E?" or whatever like that. Call me by my government name. "What's up, E?" I'm leaving out. I hear somebody SHALAWAM me. I spent around quick, turned around. No. He said, "What's up, Eric? Call me by my government name." I turned around fast. And then he SHALAWAM me. I pulled him up quick because he ain't had no fringes on to talk to him. I know him from way back. He used to hang with my little cousin. He went to college and all that. You know what I mean? But the other brothers that was with him, they ain't really want to hear what we was trying to bring out. That's what that's going into. You could tell by their spirit and their demeanor, they was confident in being niggas in this world that they been. You know what I mean? Because I hung out there and I know them. You know what I mean? So I know what they about and all that. You know what I mean? You know how Negroes is. You get us a little outfit, couple little dollars, some little drugs to feel good off of. We think we the shit. Let's go to Proverbs 12 and 15. The book of Proverbs 12 verse 15. It says, "The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise." When I went back to other scripture, it say the confidence of a unfaithful man is like a broken tooth or a foot out of joint. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes. That's what it's talking about. An unfaithful man to the Most High is confident of the wisdom of this world. And it say and I said that was foolish wisdom or foolish confidence. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes. So that fool, he think his way the right way in his own eyes. You know what I mean? Thinking I ain't gotta follow the Most High to prosper, or I ain't gotta follow the Most High to be successful in this world or whatever. When they don't understand, you just playing a role. Let's go to Sirach, chapter 11, verse 10. "My son, meddle not in many matters, for if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain, neither shalt thou escape by fleeing." So basically going into when you meddling in so many matters, for if thou meddle much, thou shalt be not innocent. When you put your nose and stuff, you're going to get an accomplice charge. Whether it's with the law, Esau law, or in the streets. And you was with it. You was with them. And they put you with it. And whatever they do to that man that you was with, you know what I mean? You get the same thing happening to you too. You know what I mean? That's what that means. And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain. When you being pressed to get stuff, you don't get it because you too pressed. You know what I mean? You press the get these material goods and you just being too eager, man. Not knowing your time. Neither shall thou escape by fleeing. You meddle so much that now you trying to, I wasn't with it. I ain't had nothing to do with it. You can hide, dip, and dodge. Now the people's looking for you to do something to you now. But you stuck your nose too far in it. They putting you with it. So neither shall thou escape by fleeing. Sirach 3 and 23. Be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are showed unto thee than men understand. Things that's unnecessary, don't be curious, man. Don't keep trying to figure out what's out there above the firmament. Don't keep trying to figure out what's at the bottom of the earth or in the ground in the middle of the earth. They want to keep digging. Keep sending probes down to the bottom of the ocean. That's unnecessary. We don't live down there. If the Most High wanted to reveal that stuff, he'll find a way to let us see that type of stuff. Even though he revealing it to us now while we're in captivity, letting us see little glimpses, but they only search like 1% of the depths of the ocean. So they ain't really showing that anyway, but a few little crumbs, man, info. What else? Unnecessary matters, man. This our people just keep trying to be curious about wickedness, man. You know, unnecessary stuff, man. Why God? A lot of stuff. Why God create? Why you gonna create everybody and then only pick these people? Why you gonna create these people just to play this role or that role? That's just unnecessary, man. Let's go to Romans chapter 9, verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What I just say, be not curious in unnecessary matters. It's unnecessary to keep trying to question the Most High when his prophets bringing it out. The Bible ain't about hate or how God gonna hate somebody and he created everybody. Them unnecessary matters, man. It's unnecessary matters, man. Another way, be not curious and unnecessary matters. It's unnecessary to wonder what it's like to sleep with a man or a woman to sleep with a woman or to sleep with an animal. Them unnecessary matters, man. How it's gonna feel. Come on, man. Let's go to Malachi 1 and 4. The book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 4. Verse 3. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Come on, man. Most High tell you he hate them peoples, man. Because them peoples wicked and evil, man. He brought their kingdoms down before. What it say? They laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness, man. Because that's where they come from, the mountains. You know what I mean? Send them back up in the mountains, man. Laid his heritage to waste. You know what I mean? He wasn't no better than a snake slithering on his belly at one point. They was eating dirt, blood washing up, all that stuff up in the mountains, man. We cut them peoples off. Because after generations, where you done forgot certain knowledge and all that, you gonna go back to being who you was, an animal, man. And especially if you got everything stripped from you and you had to go up there and start from scratch. When you ain't had no knowledge on how to grow and how to do this and that, you gonna be living up there like a caveman. Animal fur on, eating all type of wild stuff, living like a savage. They show you in all they movies they the caveman, man. What it say? And I hated Esau. What the most I say, be not curious in unnecessary matters. For more things are showed unto the man than he understands. You know what I mean? It's stuff that's being shown that you don't understand. He's showing you why he hates the so-called white man, but you don't understand why. He's showing you why. Look, showing you the stuff that they doing and all that. Is the reason why. But our people still don't understand it though. Let's go to Psalms. Let's go to Psalm 17. The book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. That's the most I tell you right there. When you see wicked in the scriptures, it's talking about the so-called white man, man. He said, which is thy sword. They used the white man to do evil on the earth. He the villain on the earth. That's his role. You know what I mean? He the villain, but he also is set up to punish us too as a righteous villain. If that makes sense. Yeah. A wicked righteous villain. Because you going to be doing shit that's wicked that the white man will be the one that catch you and lock you up for. That's a judgment of the Most High. He used men to do his will on the earth. Let's go to Hebrews 12 and 16. The book of Hebrews. Chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Telling you right there. It say, lest there be any fornicator or profane person of Esau, for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Yeah, for one morsel of raw meat, he sold. That sold ain't like he did a transaction like, sell me that birthright, man, I'm gonna give you this meat. Nah, that sold meaning he gave it up. Just like in Deuteronomy 28:68, it's saying no man shall buy you. It don't mean Ain't no man gonna come up, man. Let me give you $1,000, man. I'm gonna buy his freedom for him and all that. Nah, it ain't talking about that. Meaning ain't no man gonna save you. Just like sold his birthright right there. Sold mean just to give it up. Like, they be like, man, how you convince them, say you're exec in a boardroom and put a proposal out there on the table and you get them to go with your proposal and one of your work buddies, like, man, how you get them to go with that? How you sell that? Did you actually go in there and sell that? Did you actually go in there and put the proposal, gave them some money to go through with the proposal, sold it to them? Nah, that soul is spiritual. Basically, meaning you came in there and convinced them to do that. Like right there, it say for one morsel of meat, he sold his birthright. Cause he ate that raw meat, man. Cause the Most High feel heartily about eating blood, man. That's disrespectful. Cause he tell you the life force is in the blood. So when you eat the blood, that's highly disrespectful, man. And it tell you in the Levitical law, eating blood, you're gonna be cut off forever for eating the blood, man. Say whosoever shall eat of it. And then that's usury. If Jacob was to do that, come on now. So he wouldn't literally sold that man that, you know what I mean, that meat like that, like a swindle, like he hustling. He was hustling meat. Come here, man. Let me get that birthright. I give you this. Come on, man. That don't make sense. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau. What I say in the scripture back, more things are showed unto man than they understand. These people just showing you they all about transgenderism, homosexuality, bestiality, pedophilia. But when we say something about that, oh, it's a problem. That's why the scriptures say it's more things showed unto man than men understand. Because you can show people all day in the paint what these devils doing. But when you say something, it's like it ain't nothing. Because they ain't got no understanding what's the ramifications of doing that wicked stuff. See, it don't hit people till it affect one of their kids or something. Now they want to cry out and go on Capitol Hill and protest and march with their little picket signs and all that stuff then. But it's too late then. You done infected your kid with the disease of that mind state, man, that spirit. Once that spirit get latch on, it's a hard spurs to get off. Once that spirit manifests, meaning they actually carry out one of them type of acts, it's hard to get that spirit up off on there because the spirit got control of their flesh at that point. Let's go to Deuteronomy 25 and 25. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 25, verse 25. I mean, the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 25. It say, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. That red represent blood. When these devils get mad, don't you see they blood through their skin? They turn a bright red. That's what that red represent, blood. Because they look like blood and they love blood. They love shedding blood. They love eating blood, raw blood. Them devils are white blood. They take blood baths back in the Victorian period. What was it called? They called the Victorian period. Back on the Renaissance, I think it's called the Victorian period. They used to do stuff like that. Kill a rack of babies, man. and take baths in a tub full of baby blood. Like it's going to make them young because it's that fresh blood. That's how demented and sick these devils is, man. And I'm going to keep calling you out. I don't care. I'm going to keep calling it like I said, man. In the street, in my classes, whatever. I've been beefing with these devils before the truth, man. I ain't the other nation. I want like these weak Negroes out here, man. One of these squares, one of these 9 to 5, one of these college boys. I've been out here going to war spiritually, man, out here. Let's go to Genesis 25 and 28. It say, and Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison. But Rebekah loved Jacob. Because that mother knew, that mother got that extra sense of what direction her kids going in. The father was carnal. He loved Esau because he making them soup and all that. Dead soup. Venison, that's dead soup. But the mother loved Jacob because she knew the Most High was dealing with Jacob. And because the Most High told Rebekah, 2 nations was in your womb. So she could see early on what nation the Most High was talking about when one of them, 2 different nations, meaning one of them was wicked and one of them was righteous. You know what I mean? Because he told her. It say 2 nations, but the Most High literally told her, man, one of them going to be evil and one of them going to be righteous. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's go to Genesis 25 and 27 and 41. So I read that he was red, and the first came out red, hurry all over like a hurry gone. Who red and hurry, man? They the ones got hair all over their body, and I showed pictures of that in one of my classes. These devils red and hurry, man. They the caveman. They caveman movies and all that. Don't they be hurry and all that? So that Sasquatch and all that. They talking about they self, man. Let's go to Genesis 27 and 41. It say, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said, and Esau said, and Esau hated Jacob because of his blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. So they hate us. Okay, let's go back. Genesis 25 and 25 say the first came out red, hurry all over like a red all over like a hurry garment. Genesis 27:11. And Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, behold, Esau my brother is a hurry man, and I am a smooth man. Who got smooth chocolate skin? We do. Different shades, caramel, chocolate. We got all flavors. White chocolate, you know what I mean? Caramel, whatever. But it's smooth. We got smooth, glossy skin. Most of they people got hairy skin, man. That's why all these tanning, waxing salons and all that came about. You know what I mean? Because they heard. Let's go to Genesis 25 and 28. It say, and Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. 29. And Jacob saw pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. That's why, man, that red represent blood, man. He ain't what named, therefore his name was Edom, which means red. Over no soup. He wasn't called red because he liked red soup. That red represent blood. Same red pottage, man. The food wasn't ready yet, man. And Jacob said, sell me this day that birthright. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? Man, I don't care, man. What this birthright gonna do for my stomach? Man, I don't care. I eat it. It's half cooked, so what? Don't they do that now? Like they steaks make medium rare, love blood and all that, eating raw meat. Come on, man. Deuteronomy, Genesis 27 and 32. It say, and Isaac his father said unto him, who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly and said, who? Where is he that have taken venison and brought it me? And I have eaten of all before thou camest and have blessed him. Yeah, and he shall be blessed. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry and said to his father, bless me, even me also, my father. And he said, thy brother came with subtlety and have taken away thy blessing. He lied. He lied and said Jacob came with subtlety. What's the subtlety talking about? Selling them the birthright. That's why I don't see our brothers don't see that. That Jacob didn't actually sell them the birthright, man. Esau saying that he came with a swindle to get the birthright. Come on, man. That's how you know that man ate the raw blood, man. When it say he sold it for a morsel of meat, it ain't talking about he actually sold it, man. And jump down to verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. Don't they do that now? Kill us at will, man. Because it was a future prophecy. He said he was going to do that back then. It's happening now. Because he said it back then, he brought it to existence. That's how spirituality works. Let's go to Amos 1 and 9. So they'll sit up there and say, oh, why you hate the so-called white man, or keep trying to go to don't abhor Edomite and all this stuff. Just doing everything in their power, man, to say these devils, man. When the judgment already is cast out in this book, it don't matter. The book of Amos, chapter 1, verse 9. Thus said the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom, and remember not the brotherly covenant. Come on, man. Esau was our brother, man. He ain't remember the covenant of being a brother and bought us from the Africans, man, and did whatever they did for the 400 years, man. Let's see what the brotherly covenant is. Let's go to Leviticus 19. The book of Leviticus chapter 19, verse 7. It say, and if Leviticus chapter 19, verse 7. And if it be eaten at all on the third day, it is abominable. It should not be accepted. Leviticus 19 and 7. I don't know why I put that right there. Oh, don't hate thy brother. That's what scripture I meant to put right there. I did this class alone. I had child Russian, putting it, formatting it, put a wrong precept right there. Basically, I was going into thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. You know what I mean? Hate thy brother in thy mind. Your heart talking about your mind. So he broke the covenant by hating us in his mind because he said it back then what he was going to do. Now let's see. The book of Zechariah chapter 11 verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. Come on, man. Who kill us and hold themselves not guilty? Don't these police always killing us, holding themselves not guilty, man, every time they get off, man? And they say their own shepherds pity them not. Talking about these preachers, pastor pork chops, these politicians and all that. Basically saying they not really fighting for us, man. This is what the so-called white man is saying, because he knows. Because they working for him. He got all of them on his payroll, so he can say that. They pity them now, because he know they really ain't looking out for our best interest. Let's go to Lamentations 4 and 18. Book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 18. They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Don't think that's how we be feeling out there? That we can't even go on the street. I can't even go outside, man, without the police doing this or the police doing that. The jump outs always used to be jumping out on us and shit, stalking us. Just when you think they ain't around, they coming through the alley, coming through the cut. Hunting out every step. Our end is near. That's how you be feeling like you about to die. With death, I see death around the corner. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. That's how you be feeling, man. I don't know how this popped up. Where we at? Romans 8 and 36. The book of Romans chapter 8 verse 36. As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Ain't we counted sheep for the slaughter? Don't these devils, man, kill us like sheep, man? That's what they count us. Because they kill us with no regard, man. These scriptures the truth, man. Let's go to Obadiah 1 and 18. Let's see what their judgment is for them killing us, counting us as sheep for the slaughter. Tell you. You thinking Yahweh ain't coming to take his earth back? You sadly mistaken, man. Because it's going to happen, man. The Most High God, man, a God of war. I don't know, they think he a God of softness or something. Most High say the body's going to be piled up, man, to the point you ain't going to be able to bury them all. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. Man, the Most High spoke it, man. Ain't gonna be none of them left. Might be in a museum or something, I don't know. He said, man, and there shall not be any remaining. So after they clean this earth back up and all that, let's go to Isaiah 55 and 8. Let's see how it's gonna go down. We're like, well, how this gonna happen or that gonna happen? Think it's a game. This Yahweh Shai now, and the angels right here is talking about. It say, look at Isaiah 55 verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. So you can't be sitting there and keep trying to figure out why the Most High playing the way it is, man. He an infinite being. You can't no way near comprehend the things he can comprehend. Instead of just doing what he say do, our people want to keep asking all these unnecessary questions. Oh, why he hate the white man? Why he gonna do this to the so-called white man? Because he said he was gonna do it. That's why. Go to Sirach 11 and 9. Book of Sirach, chapter 11, verse 9. Strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not, and sit not in judgment with sinners. So you striving in matters that don't concern you when you trying to alter why the Most High bring a judgment on a so-called white man. That don't concern you. What concern you is keeping the commandments and trying to get back in favor with the Most High. That's what concerns you. And sitting out in the judgment with sinners. You sitting with other people that feel the same way and who basically judging your house or judging the Most High prophets. God won't do that. God, that's casting judgment on the Most High, telling them what he ain't gonna do, and acting like it's wrong what the way he think. You climbing up a slippery pole when you coming at from that angle, man. You're not gonna get nowhere. Let's go to Sirach 3 and 24. The book of Sirach, chapter 3, verse 24. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment. People deceived by their own vain opinion, man. Oh, God love everybody. Oh, I can come at as I am in church. Deceived by the evil own vain, by the evil judgment thrown. What it say? Evil suspicion had overthrown a judgment. What's the evil suspicion? Thinking that it's cruel for the Most High to hate the white man. You know what I mean? Thinking it's cruel for the prophets to be out there telling you what they telling you. It's overthrowing your judgment on the whole scope of everything, the totality of everything that's going on. You know what I mean? You can't look at stuff on a small personal level. You gotta look at stuff as the Most High look at nations. He don't consider us, oh, that's one Negro over there, that's one another Negro over there. Oh, he doing good, he okay. He looking at us as a whole nation. That's why he put us in slavery as a nation. And he gonna destroy the so-called white man as a nation, man. It ain't for man to keep trying to figure out why the Most High gonna do what he gonna do. You should have understanding. You should understand why he gonna do it once you get in these scriptures and get to reading it and seeing. Let's go to Revelations 1:1. Book of Revelations, chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, or Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must surely come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. So we understand what's going on. We can see. He's showing it to his servants, man. The men that's woke up to serve him, he revealing all his mysteries. We can see what's going on. We got to understand. Let's go to Revelations 1:13. Let's see what he revealing to us. It say, and in the midst of the several candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man. That's Yahweh Shai nickname, who they wrongfully call Jesus Christ. And clothed with a garment down to the foot, and a girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes was a flame of fire. Man, the man had white woolly hair, man. It was white and woolly because he was stressed out. And his eyes was a flame of fire because he drunk wine, man. Negro, that's a trait of the Negroes. When we sip and stuff, we get red eyes. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28:68. The book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Telling us right there, man, he gonna send us in slavery, man, as a nation, by slave ships. We the only people that went in slavery on slave ships. So this got to be talking about us, man, the Negroes, man, and the descendants from the Negroes. That's what it's talking about. Let's go to 2 Timothy 2:15. The book of 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So that's why we studying, man, to find out what happened to us as a nation, man. Why we at the bottom early with it? We studying to show ourselves approved, man. So when I'm telling the next brother, the next sister, I can prove everything I'm saying. You know what I mean? A workman that needeth not to be ashamed. We ain't supposed to be ashamed teaching this truth, man. We supposed to be sized and radiant in the spirit to teach this word, man, to show ourselves approved, man. It's when we speaking and teaching, we gonna prove that we know these scriptures, man, that we meant to be teaching these scriptures. Let's go to Matthew 22 and 29. The book of Matthew, chapter 22, verse 29. It say, Yahushua answered and said unto them, Ye do err, not knowing the scriptures, nor the power of God. So these people out here in Christianity, they committing major errors not knowing the scriptures, man. Thinking, oh, I can come as I am. Oh, I can eat pork and catfish and pray on Sunday and everything gonna be okay. I can have the white Christ on my wall and that's who the real Jesus is. I can pray to him. Whole rockaways out people err not knowing these scriptures, man. That's why we can say we study to show ourselves approved. Like I read in the last scripture. Because we know the scriptures, man. And the ones who don't know the scriptures, they committing errors. What is saying baseball? They ERA, they error rating. Keeping track of how many errors they committing. That's a major stat in baseball. ERA. Let's go to James 1 and 8. The book of James, chapter 1, verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You can't be double-minded, man. You know what I mean? And that's another way how you gonna commit errors being double-minded, not knowing the scriptures. Not knowing the scriptures gonna make you double-minded. You might got zeal, you might believe in the Most High, but if you don't know how to serve him, you're gonna be double-minded. Because in your mind, you feel like you can still be this nigga in the world, but I can go to church on Sunday and say hallelujah and thank you, Jesus, and you're going to be saved and everything will be okay. When that ain't the truth. You know what I mean? That ain't the truth. Nothing on my nose. Yeah. Let's go to Sirach 1 and 29. The book of Sirach, chapter 1, verse 29. Be not a hypocrite in the sight of men, and take good heed what thou speakest. So when you double-minded, you're gonna be what it said, double-minded man gonna be unstable in all his ways. That's how you gonna be the hypocrite. It say, be not the hypocrite in the sight of men. Because you saying one thing, but you going back and doing this. So that's why we be saying that these pastors and all that ain't nothing but hypocrites. Because they talk that good game and all that. But we know the scriptures. We understand that they hypocrites, man. And they double mind. So that's another way how they err not knowing the scriptures. Let's go to 1 John 5 and 3. The book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3. It say, for this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. So that's another way our people err not knowing the scriptures. They thinking love, giving somebody a hug and kissing them and feeling on them and jumping around and all that is love. That ain't love to the Most High. The love he's talking about is keeping his commandments, man. That's the love of the Most High recognize. He don't recognize this worldly stuff, this hugging and kissing and all that. Let's go to 2 John 2 and 6. Oh. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. 2 John verse 6. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment, that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it. Telling you over and over, man, that's what the love of the Most High recognize, man. Let's go to John 14 and 15. The book of John, chapter 14, verse 15. It say, if ye love me, keep my commandments. Come on, man. Let's go to Acts 15 and 1. Come on, pass the pork chop, man. Y'all double-minded, man. Double-minded hypocrites, man. That's what y'all is. The book of Acts, chapter 15, verse 1. And certain men which came down from Judea taught the brethren and said, except ye be circumcised after the manner of Moses, ye cannot be saved. It's telling you right there, man. Basically, keep the commandments, man. That's how you're going to be circumcised. You're going to cut back the wickedness after the laws of Moses, man. Telling you right there, you cannot be saved. And I ain't even had that precept in my Moses laws is valid class. Let's go to Psalms 37 and 16. The book of Psalms, chapter 37 and 16. It say, a little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. Tell you right there, man, the little bit that a man got that's poor, but he righteous, the Most High like him way better than a man that's rich and wicked, man. So all that, people be bragging about money and all that, man, that's garbage, man. That don't mean nothing. Care about what you got. I always been like that in the world. Material stuff don't make you wise or a good person. Let's go to Sirach 11 and 4. Book of Sirach, chapter 11, verse 4. The book of Sirach, chapter 11, verse 4. Boast not of thy clothing and raiment, and exalt not thyself in the day of honor. For the works of the Lord are wonderful, and his works among men are hidden. Come on, man. I just told you. You know, the Most High look at men differently, man. It don't matter what you got and all that. Say like a man that's poor, basically, with the righteousness of the Most High, than a man that's wicked with all this stuff. It tell you right here, boast not of thy clothing and thy raiment, like these dudes be doing on Instagram, all this stuff, bragging about what they got and all that. Man, all that stuff garbage, man. Stuff don't mean nothing. Go to Sirach 27 and 7. Praise no man before thou hearest him speak, for this is the trial of men. Yeah, all that. You all on this dude jock because he got a little car, some little gear. You see, he got a woman you like. He got the big house. The scriptures say, praise no man before thou hearest him speak. Don't be giving these men that praise, man, before they open their mouth. Don't be quick to judge somebody by what they got until they open their mouth and you can see how they really is, man. How wise this man really is. How much understanding he really got about life. What it's telling. Let's go to Matthew 6 and 24. The book of Matthew chapter 6 verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon. Talking about God and money. Telling you again right there, you can't serve two masters. You can't be praising all this material stuff and talking about you a man of God. Like these pastors and all that. Keep prosperity teaching, talking about money. I need a new jet. All these suits and all this stuff, man. This big mansion and all that. Come on, man. Them people's wicked, man. Them people's wicked. Any man who brag about riches and all about money is wicked, man. Point blank. Where I'm at. I said Matthew 6 and 24. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 10 and 21. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and the table of devils. Come on, man. Tell you again, you can't be doing wicked stuff, but be talking about you this righteous man, like these preachers be doing. Talking about how they so much for the people, but they constantly stealing from the people. Constantly raping and reaping benefits off of poor people, man. You can't be, it tell you right there. That's sitting at the devil's table. That's sipping out the drinking from the cup of the Lord, because you using his word to blind people and to pull them in and feed them lies. But you sitting at the devil's table while you doing it though. Let's go to Mark chapter 10 verse 25. Man, page stuff. The book of Mark chapter 10 verse 25. It say, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven. Oh man, the most I say, man, a camel got a better chance squeezing through an eye of a needle than a rich man to get into heaven, man. It ain't gonna work. It's saying that because he gonna be always be occupied with this world and what's going on with this world, his finances, how much stuff he can get. He trying to maintain it all. He ain't gonna have no time for the Most High. Let's go to Deuteronomy 10 and 12. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 12. And now, Israel, what do the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul. To keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good. It say, verse 14, behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens is the Lord's, thy God. The earth also, with all that there is. Nah, the so-called white man on the earth, he made it. Behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens is the Lord thy God. The earth also with all that therein is. Man, the Most High owned this earth, man, and created it. You think it ain't no rule book to what you can do on something he created? Anything you got rules to it. You ain't gonna let nobody come in your house and do what they want or use your stuff the way they want to. People need to stop being dumb, man. Let's go to Romans 1 and 25. The book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worshiped and served the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. That's what everybody did, man. They changed the Most High told you in the last scripture, he owned the heavens and the earth. Who changed the truth of God into a lie? Nah, God don't own the earth no more. The white man owns it. Who changed the truth of God into a lie? We can just be wicked on this earth, man. We can do what we want to do. We can be a transgender, a flaming faggot. I can eat pork and suck my fingers and eat catfish on Sunday. Who changed the truth of God into a lie? We ain't got to keep the Sabbath no more. We can come to church as we is. We ain't got to wear fringes. We ain't got to do nothing God say do. We can just say, thank you, Jesus, and it's all good. He okay with it. Who changed the truth of God into a lie? Man, all this, the way they teaching in this world is lies, man. Let's go to Jeremiah 30 and 10. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 10. Therefore, fear thou not, O my servant, Jacob, saith the Lord. Neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return and shall be in rest and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. You hear that? You can't turn the truth of God into a lie, man. The Most High said he gonna save us from the seed from the land of their captivity. We're in captivity over here. He sent us over here. He said he gonna save us from over here. So I'm not letting nobody change the truth of God into a lie, telling me past the pork chop way is the right way. And I supposed to just go with that. We've been going with that all this time, man, since we came over here. Since they opened our mail, which was the Bible, up and fed us lies. They just revealed a slave Bible in the Bible Museum that they was using to keep us in slavery. Come on, man. We not believing these lies no more. That they change the truth for the Most High and turn it into lies, man. We not going for it. Let's go to 2 Timothy 1 and 7. Nobody going for that cooning, buck dancing, shucking and jiving, sell out stuff no more, man. These weak Negroes is, I ain't. And the rest of the province, we ain't going for it. Second Timothy 1 and 7. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. No, I ain't trying to get in that truth. I ain't trying to teach the God Most High word, because the white man gonna do something to me. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Man, I ain't going out there, man. Our people crazy. I ain't gonna tell them that they off and why we messed up as a nation and what we need to do for the Most High to put us back on top. For God have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Come on, man. Man, we a nation of warriors, man. I don't care nothing about these devils, man. I'm going to teach this word till I die. Because I understand my purpose, the why the Most High drugged me through everything and made me tough as he made me. So when I teach this word, I ain't got no respect of persons. Man, I tell my own mother the truth, my grandmother, whoever. I always been a truthful person. But now that I got the truth of this earth, I don't care if you don't like it or not. I'm going to tell you what these scriptures say and what they mean. Because that's what we commanded to do. I fear the Most High God. I don't fear man. I don't care what man say, how I'm supposed to do what. I'm going to do how the Most High put the spirit on me to do it, long as it's in the rules of how we supposed to be conducting ourselves. It tells us to lift up thy voice like a trumpet. It don't say lift up thy voice like a mouse. We supposed to speak like men. And a man gonna sound tough, a real man. Let's go to Sirach 1 and 4. The book of Sirach, chapter 1, verse 4. It say, wisdom have been created before all things, and the understanding of prudence from everlasting. Come on, man. This wisdom of the Most High was here before the so-called white man. No, the white man was here before the Most High truth was. Wisdom have been created before all things, and the understanding of prudence from the everlasting. Come on, man. The Most High truth in his word been here before the earth was created, man. People need to get this dumb stuff out their head where they thinking brothers just telling them this we making up stuff. No, the Most High word been here before man. Ain't gonna be here as long as you live and die. It's gonna be here. Go to Jeremiah 1 and 5. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 5. It say, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Man, the Most High made us prophets in our mother's stomach, man. Ain't nobody going for that garbage. He telling us right there. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Nah, I just heard the brothers teaching. I just want to be a get with. I just want to get with something to sound smart. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out the womb, I sanctified thee. And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Or I'm just saying I'm a prophet. I'm a servant of the Most High. I just learned a few scriptures and I just want to preach and just act like I know something. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Man, the Most High ordained us a prophet in our mother's stomach, man. He made me a servant in my mother's stomach. That's why I always searched for him my whole life. Because he ordained me when I was a sperm cell, man. He made me to be this. This ain't no facade or nothing. Our people better stop, man. Better stop falling for that dumb stuff and recognize what's going on. This earth is in judgment right now. Same time to be being dumb now. Let's go to Zephaniah 2:1. The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. We the nation that's not desired on this earth, man. They show us bad in the media, talk bad about us, the Negroes this, the Negroes that. He telling us to gather ourselves together, to learn my truth and my word and what y'all want y'all to do, and gather together, man, amongst yourselves. That's what the Most High telling us to do, man. Our people don't get it. We got our own feast days, basically our own holidays, and our own customs and all that. Because before this, the only thing we knew was what Master said we was doing in slavery. He ain't give us our true heritage, man. But we got it now. And it's over, Jack. The days of lies is over, Esau, and past the pork chop is over with. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 13, 9 through 12. The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 9 through 12. But we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part shall be done away. When I was a child, I spake as a child, and I understood as a child, I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. For now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know, even as also I am known. So when Yahweh shall come, he gonna give us the full understanding of the scriptures. So we ain't supposed to be worrying about, because we don't know the full Bible and all that. We supposed to teach the people the most that we can out these scriptures. Because when he come and meet us face to face, he gonna give us all the rest of the books and all the information that we need to know. We gonna be walking Bibles in the kingdom. The Most High gonna upgrade our memory and all that. We gonna know all the scriptures by heart, everything. Let's go to Matthew 22 and 36. The book of Matthew, chapter 22 and verse 6 and 36. It say, Master, which is the great commandment in the law? And Yahweh shall say unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. So, what I read a few scriptures back, he telling to gather ourselves together. He telling to love thy neighbor as thyself. It's talking about your neighbor, meaning not, oh, the white man lives next door to me, that's my neighbor. Nah, it's talking about the people of your nation is your neighbor, man. That's what it's talking about, the love as thyself. How you gonna love the so-called white man as yourself when he killing you? How I'm gonna show him love like I love myself and he killing my people? I can't feel like that towards him. That just ain't real. But in Christianity, they want you to believe that's real. That's a real feeling, emotion. You can smack the shit out of me and I ain't gonna do nothing. Or I ain't gonna feel no kind of way. That ain't logical. It's not real. The scriptures tell you to separate from thine enemies. Let's go to And it's telling you, on these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. So you love the Most High with all your heart, and your neighbor, talking about the people of your nation. So when you loving the Most High with all your heart, you walking in His commandments. And it tell you to treat thy neighbor like thyself. So if I'm walking in the laws of the Most High and I'm treating my neighbor as thyself, that means I'm teaching them the ways that I walk in. I'm teaching them what I know. If I'm teaching them treating them like myself, then I want them to be like me. I know the commandments. I love the Most High. So I'm going to teach them to do so. That's what that breakdown means. That's what that breakdown means right there. Let's go to Hosea 7 and 8. The book of Hosea, chapter 7, verse 8. It say, Ephraim, he have mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned. So our people don't love the neighbor as thyself, because Ephraim, talking about the Hispanics, which was Negroes. When you look down in South America, the real Mexicans and all that is Negroes, man. But they done mixed in with the other nations. So we can't really tell who the so-called white man is and who the real Mexicans is. But it's telling you to love thy neighbor as thyself. So we gotta stop having hatred towards them. If they in the spirit, you gotta embrace them, because you don't know if they're a Negro or not. This truth is deeper than the sight of the skin, man. Because it go by who your father is. You can have a Negro father and a white mother, and the baby come out white, but he's still a Negro because the father was a Negro. Let's go to Jeremiah 12 and 9. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 12, verse 9. It say, my heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field, come to devour. My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. Meaning, we gonna be a lot of different shades and colors, man. Our heritage, meaning the Israelites. You know what I mean? Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon. The Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 19. The Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 19, verse 6. For the whole creature is his proper kind, was fashioned again anew. Serve the peculiar commandments that were given unto them, that they children might be kept without hurt. Telling you again, man, as namely a cloud shadowing the camp, and where water stood before dry land appeared, and out of the Red Sea a way without impediment, and out of the violent stream a green field, wherethrough all the people went that were defended with thy hands, seeing they thy marvelous strange wonders. Talking about when the Most High split that Red Sea. For they went at large like horses and leaped like lambs, praising thee, O Lord, who has delivered them. Come on, man. The people was happy as a mug. The Most High did what he did, man. Zephaniah 2 and 1. Gather. Okay, let me go back to Wisdom of Solomon. Verse 7, as namely a cloud shadowing the camp. So our people was dwelling in camps. Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourselves together, O nation I desire. So we supposed to gather ourselves together in camps, man. Congregations, camps, crew, whatever you want to call it, man. We supposed to gather ourselves together. They was doing it back then. Let's go to Luke. Luke chapter 14. Luke chapter 14, verse 23. It say, and the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. So that's why the brothers out there teaching, man. Because the Most High said, go out there into the highways and hedges. A highway and a hedge. A highway and a hedge. A highway is somewhere where a lot of people going back and forth. A main course of travel. And a hedge is like a side street. Or somewhere where a lot of people don't really come through. Let's go to Luke. My time running out. Let's go to Luke chapter 10. 10 verse 1. It's saying, these things the Lord appointed over 70 also, and sent them 2 and 2 before his face into every city and place whither he himself would come. Send them in the cities and all that. Okay. Let's go skip down. Let's skip down. It say, but into whatever city ye enter, and they receive you not, go your ways into the streets of the same and say, all right. And okay. And into whatsoever house ye enter, first say peace or shalom be to this house. So that's what the brothers doing, going from in the projects and the hoods, going from door to door. It tell you, say go to different cities, go in a house, first say peace this house. It's telling you, man, and heal the sick that are therein, is verse 9. And say unto them, the kingdom of God is come nigh unto you. To tell the people, man, that the Most High kingdom is starting to set itself up. Let's go to Matthew 24 and 14. Book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So that's what's going on now. The brothers teaching this word all throughout the earth, man, the full corners. And it say, then shall the end come. Let's go to Jeremiah 1 and 10. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 10. See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down, to build and to plant. So we got to bring this kingdom down to build and plant, to plant and build a new one. That's the only way. That's why he said the prophets up to teach his word. Because this kingdom going to come down spiritually, and the Most High going to make it come down physically. So we can build up the new righteous kingdom. Let's go to Proverbs 31. I still got a page left, man. Proverbs chapter 31. And 9. Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and the needy. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 6. That's what we out there doing, man. Open that mouth, judge righteously, man. 1 Corinthians 6 and 1. It say, dare if any of you have a matter against another, go to the law before the unjust and not before the saints. So that's why the brothers out there teaching. You not somebody you see righteous, you ain't telling him the law because you don't need to be talking to him. You can build with him, but you need to be telling the people that you see being wicked. Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest of matters? Come on, man. Meaning, if you Most High set you up to judge, are you unworthy to judge the smallest of matters? Like, come on, man. Don't feel like you ain't supposed to be judging. People getting in their feelings and all that. He telling you, nah. You set up to judge the whole world. Don't be feeling like, I can just let her go walk past me this time. I ain't gotta say nothing. She looking mean. Nah, let her hear this truth too. Whoever. That's how it's supposed to go. Verse 3. Know ye not, shall we judge angels? How much more things that pertain to this life? Let's go to 1 Corinthians 2. It say, but he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged of no man. For who have known the mind of the Lord, that he may instruct them? But we have the mind of Christ. Come on, man, we know the ways of the Most High. So that's why we teaching the word. Because we know in the spirit that we got the understanding of the Most High. And we commanded to teach and show the people first the word and then how to live by the word. That's what we commanded to do. Job 32 and 8. The book of Job chapter 32 verse 8. But there is a spirit in man, and the inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding. Come on, man. We got the understanding, the spirit of the Most High, man. That's given it to us from the Creator, man, to understand His truth and His word, man. 2 Corinthians. So, I'm about to go on to part 2 of this joint. I got another page left to finish this video off. This y'all Mordecai, wise warrior for the Most High, mighty one, God of Israel. Got one more. Let's go to 2 Corinthians. I got enough time to get in one more precept, man. Second Corinthians 2 and 17. For we are not as many which corrupt the word of God, but as of sincerity, but as of God. In the sight of God speak we in Christ. So we not going to corrupt the Most High words, man. We going to speak exactly according to what He asking us to do. And how we supposed to speak this word, man. You know what I mean? That's how we gonna teach this truth, man. You know what I mean? That's how we gonna teach this truth. You know, whether our people like it, hear it, understand it or not, that's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna